9 races of the Turpentine Stand side today, the Thursday, the 3rd of June. Looking forward to this. Bipod starts right here in race number 2. They're racing over 1,160 metres for this maiden juvenile plate fillies. Now, just the one change here at the moment. Raymond Danielson rides number 8, as Marco van Rensburg not riding this afternoon. So as far as the betting is concerned here for the first leg of the bipod, the 11, Queen of Pearls on debut, 22-10. Number 3, Cherry Lady, 3-1. 11-2, both of number 5. This is the daughter of Erupt for Lucky Larkus. And number 10, One Summer. 14-1 and better bar those. Daryl's joining me today. Daryl, welcome. And how are we playing the first race at number 2?
Hopefully it's a safe route. How are you doing, Lal?
Yeah, good. Thank you. And you?
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
Let me see if there's comments in the front of the computer form. So, number 1, nice filly may need the experience. Number 9, nice filly will need the experience. Number 12 will be green. Now, I do have a comment from Matt de Kock, sponsored by Betway, their sponsors, for the current favourite, and that's Queen of Pearls, who's actually found a little bit of anti-post support. Yeah. She is showing some quality work. She's by Hawam, will need further, but looks quite forward, so will have each way claims.
Okay. So
now, her dam, was a half-sister to King's Gambit. Well, is a half-sister to King's Gambit. And Queen of Pearls is a half-sister to White Pearl. The Grade 2 winning White Pearl, who won the Ipitombi. So I can see her making a winning debut. I think what's best advice over here is to follow the market closer to race time and watch her go down to the start. Of the race runners, I've got a preference for number 3, Cherry Lady. Good improvements in her second start, showed a lot more pace on that occasion. However, in that race, Emerald Forge ran second, trained by Mark de Kock. So if the money does come for this first timer, I think he's got a line through Emerald Forge, you may want to side with number 11, Queen of Pearls. And then number 10, One Summer, is obviously held by Cherry Lady, but she does have scope. It was only her debut effort, and she's another that could feature here.
All right, we're taking that chance with the 2 of them there, the first timer number 11 and number 3 with experience in this bipod, race number 2, 3 and 11 by 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12, banker 2, banker 9, banker 8, we like this, confidence, by 1, 7, 8, 11 and 12, just 70 Rand the spend there for the bipod race 2 at 12.50. Race number 3, maiden juvenile over the 1160 metres. And is the first leg of our PA this afternoon. There are 11 of the boys and 1 lone filly at the bottom. Your betting for the first leg of the PA has the 8, Palace Attack, 5-2. Seems a bit short to me. The 6, Jan van Goyen at 3.75 on debut. The 3, Chapbook, 5-1. 6-1 about number 2, Carnivon. 7-1, 12, Winterbell, that's the filly. 15-2, the 11, Tigers Captain. And also in the betting is a number 9, Royal Jacket at 8-1. I can't wait to hear your opinion, because I think the betting's a little bit wrong here, personally.
Okay, yeah. Well, a lot of lightly raced horses, first-timers. It could change drastically come race time. First timer comments, number 7, nice horse, will need further. Number 10 will be green. Number 11, working well, will need the experience. And then obviously the money horse, I think this horse, Jan van Goyen, open in the region of 8-1, is currently, what, 4-1?
He is now 3.75, yeah.
Yeah. So courtesy of Matt de Kock and Betway, Jan van Goyen is showing some good work at home. He's drawn 1, and we know it can be quite difficult from there, especially first time out. But he looks promising, so it wouldn't surprise us if he won the race. If he's out of the first 3, we will be disappointed.
And that's Matthew de Kock. They don't
so
normally give big confidence.
Yeah, so there's a lot of confidence for number 6, Jan van Goyen. I had a look. He's dam won twice over 1,000 meters.
Yep.
He's the brother to Fine One and Jane's Vision, all sprinting siblings. Then you got number 8, Palace Attack, who's obviously related to Fire Attack.
Yeah, of course.
And Xenophon ran just ahead of him. He went and ran second, just touched off at Hollywood Bits Grayville. You got number 12 over here, Winter Bell. Now, she interests me. Obviously, she's a filly, so she gets that sex allowance. Have a look. They took her to Scottsville to debut
In a Group 3.
against winners in the Strelitzia.
Yeah.
In a grade 3.
That's
so
brave.
that must indicate that she's above average. That's
Yeah,
my opinion.
I agree.
And that was in the soft. Now it's hard going. Back on the high fault. I'm sure that run auto brought her on. Number 2, Carnarvon, and number 3, Chapbook. Not much separating the two of them. Obviously, Chapbook's got more scope for improvement, but certainly wouldn't surprise me if that form was confirmed. Number 11 cost quite a bit. Could surprise on debut, and number 9's got the experience. Maybe the drop-in trip could be key over there, but yeah, you can see my PA. I went as many as 3 horses, 6, 8, and 12. Obviously, my bipod, I added a few more, but those are my top 3 selections.
I agree. It's probably not the easiest race. 6, 8, and 12 for Daryl. Race number 3 by Banker 2, Banker 9, Banker 8, 8 and 11, 2, 5, 6. The final leg, race 9, 4, 5, and 6. 54 rand the spend for the PA at 12.50. Race number 4, Maiden Juvenile, 1600 meters, and importantly, the first leg of the pick 6 this afternoon. Favorite number 2, Golden Warrior. Can this be the day? It's been a while for Olsen. Some Munga rides, 9 to 10. Number 4, Master Spy, 5 to 2. The 8, Rejuvenate the filly, 3 to 1. And it's 14 to 1 and better bar those. Now, Daryl and I were talking off air. He's placed this horse well, Olsen. Hopefully this is the day. And the other thing you and I were discussing was perhaps getting wigs for you and I, that we can put wigs on when we do the show to make us look younger, Daryl.
Or you can just go to Turkey and have a implant.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, listen, poor old Olsen, I think he's finally got his hands on a decent horse. I actually saw this horse, I think it was on Betway Summer Cup Day, was it? And I saw him in the flesh, and he's a lovely, lovely son of a heavenly blue. I have no doubts he's going to win his races. Just found one too good last time out. However, I think if the race really went his way, he could have won on that occasion. He was relaxed at the back of the field with the blinkers on. He turned it on in a ticky, and he hit the front 600 meters out, and he bounded clear. With a more patient ride, obviously Samunga knows what he's about now. Maybe he caught him a little bit by surprise, his turn of foot last time. But really, I think if all goes well, he's going to take all the beating of here.
As you said just now off air as well, if he just reproduces that run, with all the mistakes going early, etc., he'll win, won't he?
Yeah. You can follow this horse. He's going to win races. Master Spy, I think, is the danger. Now, he put up a fair enough debut. Just have a look in race 2 if that form line's been franked by now. Which are the 2 horses running from there? It is
there's been one runner,
Carnarvon.
Carnarvon.
And Chapbook.
That's right.
They represent the victory in all.
If you're wondering where Pierce Strodeman is, I think he's in Turkey or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Getting a
Turkey or America.
Hair transplant.
I saw him standing there with famous wax people, and for goodness sakes. Yeah, but you're right. So he's probably going to head.
Yeah, so Master Spy's a half sister by One World, 1/1900. So there may be a bit of stamina on the dam side. And then Rejuvenate, she's currently in the betting. I'm a little bit concerned that she over-raced last time by over a mile, because this stand side track is more testing, and she may be found wanting, because she'll certainly need to settle this time around. So yes, if all goes well, I think we can all expect Olsen to be in the number 1 box.
Look at this confidence from Daryl Marie. Pick 6, Banker 2, Banker 9, Banker 8, by 1, 7, 8, 11, 12, by 2, 5, 6, by 1 through 12, 180 Rand. It's affordable, and if we get a result at the end, it could pay quite well. On we go to race number 5. It's a maiden plate over 1,600 meters, where coming through right now is the scratching number 7, Mirror Mirror is out. So 9 of them taking part here for the first leg of the jackpot 1. Number 9, Fire Starter, 28 to 10. Just what form those colours are in. Number 1, Fill the Flutter, 3 to 1. 4 to 1, the 5, Curtis Condor. 9 to 2, number 2, Chieftain's Shield. It is number 7, who's now scratched. It was 5 to 1. And 9 to 1, number 8, Nkwenkwezi. Daryl and I, again, we're chatting about this off air. There's quite a few exposed horses here, quite a few of them in good form, but you thinking the unexposed number 9 is the right one here?
I hope so, and I hope that form line's been franked by now, with Olsen's horse winning the previous.
True.
Obviously, we've got comments from Matt and Betway, courtesy of Betway. Firestarter pulled very hard in his last start, so we've made a couple of changes. He ran on well first time out when he was switched off and settled. So we'll ask Callan to ride him cold in this run, as he was ridden in his first start. Hopefully he can finish the race off. He has a place chance. So they're not as confident as what I am.
Well, this is how you make money in big sixes.
But I love his chances. I really am even more bullish now that I've read that he's going to be given a chance, because I thought he went way too hard up front last time out. On debut, the winner was a runaway winner, Ichacha, and he stayed on all the way to the line. So I think only having his third start being a 2-year-old, he's got way more scope for improvement than numbers 1 and 2 over here.
True.
Full of Fluter and Chieftain Shield finished alongside each other last time out. I'm not a fan of that form line, and I'm not a fan of their previous form lines. Then you've got Curtis Condor, who came to the track with a reputation, languishing behind on debut. And then last time out, he challenged and just faded away tamely.
It wasn't the strongest field either, was it?
Yeah. There have been a few runners from that form line, and most of them have all run unplaced. So that form line's up for debate too. However, this son of Lancaster Bomber will be much more suited to the stand side track, and also from day one they've said he needs further, so possibly going to be my second choice. Nkwenkwezi, she's had her chances, and maybe number 10, Titans of War, another 2-year-old trying the distance for the first time, could improve. But yes, I'm putting all my eggs in one basket over here. Firestarter for me. If I didn't banker him, I'd have to go several.
Good news is you haven't spent much either, so you can add if you want, ladies and gentlemen. Jackpot for Daryl, race number 5, banker 9, banker 8. These are nice jackpots because you can do whatever you want with them. 1, 7, 8, 11, 12, leg 3, and then 2, 5, and 6. Just 15 Rand for jackpot 1, race number 5 at 2 p.m. Race number 6, maiden plate fillies and mares, 1600 meters again, and this is the first leg of our jackpot 2. Betting, ethical for Candice Dawson, number 8. The 2-year-old filly with Muzieni board is trading 2 to 1. 5 to 2, number 6, Lava Lamp. Number 7, Bold Action, 9 to 2. Intro, number 1, 6 to 1. 9, Fire and Fire, 8 to 1. 10 to 1, about number 10, Into Dancing. And then it's 18 to 1 and better bar those. Daryl, first leg of our jackpot 2. Surely 6, 7, and 8 have it between them. And I've seen your numbers. Ethical just improving each and every run, isn't it?
Yeah, you can make a case for numbers 6, 7, and 8 over here. Now, Lava Lamp also improved in her second start. I actually think she'll get 2,000 in time to come. In that race was a filly called Nkwenkwezi. Now, Nkwenkwezi is fairly honest, and she beats Lava Lamp by just on half a length. She beat Lava Lamp by half a length on the Cape Saffron run. Then you have to go to Ethical's last start. She beats Nkwenkwezi by nearly 2 lengths.
There we go.
So on a line through Nkwenkwezi, Ethical should be the right horse by approximately 2.5 lengths. But races aren't run on paper. I love the fact that they're now switching to the stand side track for Ethical, because if you watch her closely on the inside track, she was caught a little bit flat-footed, but she was really doing her best work late. So I think she's going to love the longer running. And that filly that beat her, Reflective, could be
Decent.
Yeah, could be decent because they sounded very upbeat, with her in the post-race interview. However, you need to go back to the Ideal Summer Run, and there you'll see that number 7, Bold Action, actually beat Ethical and beat her by a length. And you're probably going to be favoring to Bold Action based on
that run.
However, I don't think Bold Action has really improved since then, and Ethical has. And also back then, Candice Dawson's stable was quite quiet. They weren't.
That's right. They're in good form now.
Yeah, they weren't really firing, whereas right now she's got her yard in good form. So I'm hoping she can reverse the form with Bold Action. If she does, I think she'll go very close to winning. So I'm going in order 8, 7, and 6. However, I've chosen to banker number 8, Ethical, in my bets and have a win bet.
All set. There's the win bet. And just to give you an example on intro there, Ethical beat Lady Noir, and Lady Noir beat intro by 4 lengths. So it just shows you what Daryl said. 6, 7, 8 should fight this out, and Ethical looks like the improver. Straight win for Daryl. Race number 6. That is number 8, 100 Rand. Race number 7, William Robertson, merit rated 96 handicap over 1800 meters. Good competitive little field we have here. Number 4, Apache Sun, has cheek pieces and blinkers on. Note that Marco van Rensburg is not riding. We are awaiting a rider for number 8, Total Surrender. Daryl and I chatting off air. Muzi and Smanga are available for that one, if Lucky so wishes. And those are the changes. Your betting has number 11, Count Hu Tiku, as your favourite, 28-10. 9-2, number 1, Bacchus. 6, Jordan, 5-1. 6-1 about number 7, DJ Junior. The jockey list Total Surrender at this stage is a 10-1, along with number 9, Taxhaven. How was that win last time? And then 11-1 and better by those. This is open, Daryl, so I'm keen to hear your thoughts on the race. I mean, Taxhaven last time just blew our brains away. Obviously, this is short for Taxhaven, but very in and out horse. How are we playing this race?
Yeah, because I've had 3 bankers earlier, I can afford to go a little bit wider in this league. I think I went as many as 5. Now, backers, obviously, he was outclassed in the Classic and the Derby. And then last time out, back in a handicap, he was heavily supported and he wasn't disgraced. He finished right on top of them. He needs to jump in terms. You don't want to be giving too much weight, start away, carrying top weights on a fast run track. So if he breaks on terms this time round, I can certainly see him finish alongside Count Hutiku, who beat him. He is half a kilogram better off with Count Hutiku. Now, Count Hutiku, he's one of the course and distance in the past. 52.5, I think Cabello is going to try take it up, dictate the pace. He's done it in the past, and I think he's a very nice sort. Another one that was outclassed in his penultimate start. And he's lightly raced. I think he's.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was a good run last
doing
time.
well. Timothy's doing well with James's yard.
So great to have Timothy back.
Yeah.
This is, of course, Timothy Woodruff we're talking about. Lovely to have him back in racing. And I think this is James's first day, if I'm not mistaken, with his full license.
Yesterday
So
was.
I was yesterday.
And he had a
Thank you.
winner, yeah.
Oh, there we go. So
Yeah.
James Crawford is
He's
now
broken
training
the
on
ice.
his own behalf. Well done to James.
Yeah, absolutely.
Congratulations, and good to have Tim with him.
Yeah, and then you got number 7, DJ Junior. He's sparingly raced as a 6-year-old, only had 12 starts. But yet he's very consistent, so you may want to include him. Number 8, Total Surrender with the blinkers. He just pulled far too hard. Tongue tie gets fitted. That's very interesting. He's also won from one of the course and distance, so he may be a lurker. And then number 12, Quartermain. He's back on the half felt. Only 49.5 to shoulder. He may spring a bit of a surprise. He's in and out sort, but on his day, I think he's capable. So let's try catch an exacta and make a profit over here. I think if we get the likes of number 8, Total Surrender, or 12, Quartermain in the top 2, we should show profits.
Not easy this race, as you can see from Daryl's selections. The exacta boxed 1, 7, 8, 11 and 12. This is race number 7. It's a 200 Rand spend. Time to jot down 15, 15. Race number 8, William Robertson Pinnacle Stakes. Nice to get a few names, races named after the brilliant William Robertson. It's 1160 meters, and this is a cracking little race we have here, penultimate race on the card. Number 2, the brilliant Buffalo Storm Cody. Certainly a very, very decent individual. He's at 8 to 10. He's not well weighted, but he's class. Number 9, Yamadori, 15 to 2. 8 to 1, number 6, Quantum Theory. 1, Ready to Charge, is at 17 to 2. 3, Danton from Santon, 12 to 1, along with number 10, Troppo Veloci, who is the best weighted horse in the race. Those two at 12 to 1. Daryl, Buffalo Storm Cody, just so classy. Weight-wise, he's not in the race theoretically, but class comes through, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm a little bit shocked to see him odds on. I don't think he'll trade on odds on come race time. Really believe that he's turned the corner since being gelded. You know, he had the benefit of one run last time out when he met Mount Pinatubo, when he received 2 kgs from Mount Pinatubo. And Mount Pinatubo moved up to him, and then I don't know if it flattered him somewhat, because I don't know if he was pulling away or if Mount Pinatubo was fading because he was having his first run off the layoff and tiring. I'm not too sure. And he was also changing his legs, this horse. So in the back of my mind, I don't know. I'm a little bit hesitant, but I'd really love to see him remain unbeaten as a gelding. You want to see good horses win.
We do.
I just think at his current price, I don't believe there's any value, and for that reason only, I included a few others. But obviously, he beats a very, very nice horse in Mount Pinatubo, who's franked that form. Then you got the likes of Grand Crescendo. This horse really, really catches my eye. He's in and out, and he's unreliable. However, have a look at his runs up the straight.
Yep.
He's won twice at the Vaal up the straight. He's run once at Turffontein up the straight. And he ran second to Winds of Change, giving him 3 kilograms.
Yeah, true.
Then he's just, I don't know, this was, on his day, he can be really, really good. But he's also got the potential to let us down.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he's back up the straight. And also his ratings really come down. So I've included him. I think he's overpriced, number 5, Grand Crescendo. And then number 6, Quantum Theory. I know there's weight turnarounds with him, and some of the horses in this race should really get closer to him. However, I don't think it's enough for them to reverse the form, and he's as honest as the day is long.
Those last 4 runs were good, weren't they?
Yeah,
all of them.
He really, I mean, he gave weight to Mount Pinatubo.
That's right.
Whereas Buffalo Storm Cody received weight from Mount Pinatubo. So you may be looking towards number 6, Quantum Theory, as a factor here too. So I've decided to box that exacta, numbers 2, 5, and 6.
We like it. 2, 5, and 6. 60 Rand. That is the exacta box for race number 8.